Hello and welcome to Fantastic Frankenstein, a brand new channel where I take a look at your YouTube videos and go through them piece by piece, picking them apart and giving advice on how to better those parts. You, as a content creator, can then take these suggestions to better the pieces and put them back together as a freaking fantastic Frankenstein monster of a video. String enough great videos together and you have yourself a great channel. With that said, do me this favor. Watch this video and see if it's something that you feel our community needs. Then do the whole subscribe and bell thing. Another thing you can do is share these videos so that more upcoming YouTubers will be able to find me. I'm not genre specific and would love a chance to help anyone better their content. This channel has been created to help people, so help me help them by sharing. If you yourself are a YouTuber who would like your video reviewed in a similar manner as this, then look below to the description. I'm going to put the information on how to get in touch with me and what information I'll need from you down there, so I don't have to bloat this video with more of me rambling than I have to. As of now, this is an experiment to see if people would want this kind of content. If I receive no inquiries, then the channel itself will have nowhere to go. Thank you. For the debut episode, I was asked by a channel named Outrageous Gaming to take a look at one of his videos and give some honest feedback. I've done just that. Time's a-wastin', so let's get started.
Hi, subscribe now or Wide Putin will be in your bedroom tonight. I'm only joking.
We'll come back to the overlays of the memes in a bit, but first let's take a moment to discuss confidence in the voice. This isn't just about letting your audience know that you know what you are talking about. It also helps with us understanding you. It's not bad in this video, but there are times where you mumble your lines. This makes it more difficult to understand and is asking your viewers to work for you by activating the part of their brain that interprets what you just said or are trying to say. Opening with a joke is a great way to open the video, but jokes told with a lack of confidence are more awkward than funny. It's not as bad as I'm making it out to be here, but it is something that you should be looking out for.
First of all, I'd like to start by thanking your 56 subscribers. I was aiming for 50, but I got 56, so thank you.
Okay, now let's go ahead and bring up the picture overlays. Memes are a great and easy way to convey what you were saying with a visual image to reaffirm the point. The problem with using a lot of stretched pictures is a multifaceted issue. 1. When stretching these pictures, it creates a grainy, pixelated look that comes off cheap. I know that's not something you were aiming for. I wasn't aiming for it when I started my first YouTube channel a long time ago, but I made the exact same mistakes. 2nd, using static pictures with your voice can and does come off as a PowerPoint presentation, and the quicker you change them around with no animation to assist, the cheaper it looks. This is strange, I know. It takes a lot more work to find the proper images for the quicker changes, and yet it looks easier and therefore lazier. Please note that I am not calling you as a creator lazy at all. It takes a lot of effort and courage to create videos. It's not you at all, it's just the images. So instead of the still images of Leo, let's do this instead. Take an image of a random place. Doesn't matter where really. A house, a yard, or forest. For the sake of this example, I'm going to use a field. Now, keep that image running and create another empty layer on top of that one. Once you say 56 subscribers, add a PNG image of a group of people standing together, preferably happy. To do this, I downloaded an image of people that had a white background. I couldn't find a proper PNG through my 5 seconds of searching. I placed the image into Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, then GIMP can also do this and it's free. Cut out the white of the images and render as a PNG, and keep the program open for a bit. To emphasize the drop-in of the new image, add a small sound effect. Any non-intrusive sound effect will work, but I'll go with a little pop sound. When you say 50, drop an image on the top layer of fewer people, cutting out the original group. What I decided to go with here was to crop the 2 people on the right out and render a new PNG file with just the 3 on the left. Again, this can be done in either Photoshop, GIMP, or any other image manipulation program you can find, I'd imagine. Add the same pop sound effect, and then when you say 56, just have the original picture there with one more sound. If you really want to make it pop, then add a sound effect of people shouting yay and put it in there as well. The results will look and sound something like this.
First of all, I'd like to start by thanking your 56 subscribers. I was aiming for 50, but I got 56, so thank you.
That catches my attention a bit more than Leo. No offense to the actor, of course.
But we still have a very long road ahead of us. We still have to get 1,000 subscribers to get a YouTube partnership. Yeah, but that's not all. We still have to get 4,000 hours of watch time between us. And that's hard.
Well, here's the thing. Your channel is young, which means your subscribers are few and barely hanging on by a thread. The last thing you want to do is ask them to work for you beyond like, share, and subscribe. Discussing your channel's desires after only a month of content isn't going to get you anywhere yet. You have to wait until you have a dedicated following before bringing them in on the business end of the channel in discussions. I get it. I get why you're bringing it up. You spend hours upon hours working on your videos and with little to no feedback. I've been there. Actually, now that I've created this channel, I'm going to be there again. So I get it. Just don't do it. You need to keep the viewers engaged. At this point, they're going to be clicking on this video for one of two reasons. Either they are Modern Warfare players and are interested in the particular topic of this video, or they are friends, or at the very least, someone who played with you and are in one of your previous videos. They are not a part of your channel though. They are not slaving away at the computer putting these videos together, and due to that, they are not going to care. You are the entertainer for the duration of the video. It's easy for us to slip into a GoFundMe type of speech. It's understandable. It's just that the average viewer doesn't care. Stick to a funny like, share, and subscribe, quick pitch at the beginning and maybe the end, and work to entertain for the remainder of the video.
You know, it's really hard, but you know what else is hard? The flipping road to Damascus. I've been working on this for quite a long time.
Now, I've played Modern Warfare. I'm trash at it, but I have played it. Here's the thing. I had no idea what you were talking about. I had to Google what you were talking about to get a grasp of the content I was taking in. This would have been a perfect opportunity for you to showcase some of your knowledge of the game that I'm assuming you're focusing on for your channel. Obviously, don't overcomplicate things. I'm sure you have no intention of creating an analytical breakdown of the challenges in receiving this reward, but a simple definition to what the topic actually is would help immensely, and again, it would showcase your understanding of the mechanics of the game and could pull the viewers into a personal level with you. The ones who are trying to get it can nod their heads, and the ones that just want to watch you suffer through the challenges can start to root for your success.
But you know why it's hard? It's hard. It's very, very hard because you have to get every single gun in the entire game gold, including melee.
Now, I know I said to not throw pictures up in quick succession earlier, but as with everything, there is an exception. When you are visually trying to emphasize the amount of something that you are talking about, this is great. The only thing here I would change would be to try to find better image qualities, or if you want to get all fancy, throw in some transparent background PNG versions and have them slide from one side of the screen to another.
And it's not easy, okay? It's not easy.
This is great. This is quick, cute, quirky, and isn't intrusive. I would probably zoom the image up just slightly to fit the text of the meme to the bottom of the screen. And I might put a really slow zoom keyframe on the image as well. But those are just slight suggestions. The image works because it repeats exactly what you were saying with an almost defeated tone in your voice.
But someone's got to do it. I'm going to get mad, or even going to get sad, but I will get this Damascus camo. Even if it is the death of me, I will get this camo.
For the rest of the image overlay section, I give the same advice as I gave for the section with the people. If you must use images, then make it stick out. Find PNGs or do some little animations, so it's not just static images on the screen with your voice. Before we get into the gameplay background stuff, let's go back real quick and talk audio. Your voice is fine, and I imagine your mic is perfectly fine for gaming videos, but there are a few suggestions I do have. One suggestion is that you treat your recording area so that we can't hear the sound of your voice bouncing back into the microphone and creating the echo effect. There are 1,000 ways to do this, really. If you are sitting in the corner of your room, then hang some blankets on either side of the wall. Or stick your head in a closet and record your dialogue. If you have a little money to spend and space to make it, then you can create a makeshift studio using PVC pipes and moving blankets. That was my first setup. By treating the area, you can make even the cheapest mics sound professional. And with no treating, you can make the most expensive mics sound cheap. Your sound treatment is the #1 priority when recording vocals. With your voice fixed, you can now listen to the blank nothingness behind your quick breaks. It creates a hollow sound for the topic of video that you are making. To fix this, get some royalty-free music and put it in the background. Make sure it's royalty-free and read the requirements to be able to use it. Sometimes the composer wants you to mention him or her in your description in order to use his or her songs. There are tons of sites that you can choose from, but the ones that I use most when I'm not wanting to pay for a song are Purple Planet, Ben Sounds, and YouTube. I don't mean download music videos and then use that music. YouTube has a free library of sound effects and music that you can go through. Pretty great, actually. I'll put the links in the description of this video. Once you've chosen the songs that you would like to have and drop them into your editor, the next step is to mix the volume of the music so that it's well under your vocal volume, so as not to overpower your narration. It all depends on the situation, but I usually go somewhere around -24 decibels.
So far I've actually made a lot of progress since the last video.
It's absolutely okay to stumble on your words sometimes. This perfectly shows that you are human too, and sometimes it can convey that you have so much to say that your brain is working faster than your mouth can keep up. No issues there. I'm going to use this tiny clip to talk about lighting and color. Now, this is all personal taste. There's nothing wrong with the image of the video, really. It's just that, if you can, darkening the blacks could go a long way. I always go through anything that has been recorded and color correct before color grading. With gaming footage, color grading would be overkill, but with about 2 seconds of color correcting, you can take this image and turn it into this. Again, just my own personal preference, but I think it looks a bit better if the contrast between light colors and dark colors are greater.
So far I've done the marksman rifles, which is really good, and I've also managed to complete pistols in this week. I've started on SMGs, I've done the Uzi, and I'm working on the Bison right now.
When you discuss that you have finished the marksman rifle challenges and the pistols, you should switch to clips of you using that particular weapon. Just make sure that the clips are of kills that you are getting with each weapon. Another thing you could do here is to quickly show the achievement that says you have finished that specific weapons challenge. Not that anyone's going to call you out for lying, they'd be ridiculous to do so. But by showing it, you will again be giving visual feedback for your script.
I've almost done the buys, now I've just got to get some crouch kills, mounted kills, long shots, easy stuff like that. I've done all the skulls, it's fully leveled up. And yeah, I've just got to finish the SMGs, got those platinum, and
I've waited until this clip to discuss the overall balancing of the gameplay sound with your voice. It's not too intrusive for the most part, but the volume should be lowered a bit more so that the explosions and gunshots never come close to drowning you out.
I've also got to do, I also did the Mark II carbine as well, so I got platinum on snipers. And after I've done the SMGs, I want to move on to LMGs.
Just to reiterate, have clips to showcase what you were talking about.
They should be easy since Shipment 24/7 is out. It might change.
By the use of deduction, I can assume that Shipment 24/7 is a game mode. But just like when I suggested that you should explain what Damascus even is, a similar explanation of the game mode could help. You don't have to stop and describe the game mode like it's a documentary, but a section where you explain why it's the easiest way to grind with gameplay of the game mode would work wonders here.
Tomorrow or on Wednesday, I'm not sure when, but hopefully there's a new mode like 30 old houseboat or something.
Here's where text would come in handy. Something like dirty old houseboat or something. I'm not even sure what you say here. This is where the mumbling and the unbalanced audio of the gameplay can work together against you.
As I was saying, I've done pistols, I'm doing SMGs right now, then I'm going to do LMGs. After I've completed LMGs, I'm going to go ahead and do assault rifles, and then shotguns, and yeah, I should.
Visual overlays would help a lot here. Going back over your point isn't wrong. It's a great way of reconfirming what you were saying, but with a little animation of a gun on top of the gameplay footage. I wouldn't suggest quick editing your gameplay to showcase each gun because you're mentioning them too fast for the videos to make any sense. Just a quick fade in of the guns and the topic or something like that would work here.
I've done Damascus really, this was a shorter series than I intended for. I don't know if I should, make more videos or not. If any of you have any suggestions, you can put it down in the comments, I guess.
Asking for suggestions in comments can be a great way of receiving feedback, but you should start with an ongoing series. Considering you have finished a portion of your challenges for the special camo, a complete Road to Damascus series is out of the running, but maybe start one from where you currently are and release one video montaging each completed gun. This could be with the gameplay in the background as you read a script on your experiences, or it could even be a Let's Play style where you just record yourself while playing and only keep the interesting parts. Asking for requests on what you should do next isn't going to help you a lot if people aren't already engaged. The general audience will have no idea what you can produce, so they will have no idea what they would like to see you produce next. Now, I know it seems like I've been harsh here, but don't take my suggestions as reasons that you are bad. These are suggestions because I want to see you grow in both popularity and in confidence. Just by doing it to begin with, you have shown that you have what it takes to succeed. Success is, of course, relevant, and you absolutely do not have to take any part of my advice if you choose not to. I won't fault you at all. The thing is that gaming channels are everywhere on YouTube, and that means the competition for attention is extremely high. To get eyes on your videos, you have to make your videos alluring to the eye. Outrageous gaming. Work on a few of these techniques as you keep dredging forward in this war zone, and I'm sure you will come out the other side the victor.